Somebody's having fun controlling and manipulating my life, and I don't know what to do about it. I don't know how to do anything about it. There was a video about a big old tractor trailer truck with a semi conversion on it. Great big giant campers, kind of cool. But I made the comment on the video that they should look at some truck campers because they use a much better use of space. And great folks that have the channel, they says, they sent a reply, and it seemed like a pretty big channel, and so it was kind of neat that they replied. That was nice. And they said yeah, it's better than a regular regular truck camper. And I was like, well, yeah. I said, I could kind of enjoy driving the truck. That'd be fun. And I put well, they sent a thing back, and I kind of explained some of my situation because I got a history, right? I got a history. It says that and some people live in the past. They don't want to see that who I am or what I want to be or the things that I've been able to accomplish during the past few years or so. But so they sent another thing, and it says, hey, just keep swimming. You seem like a real go-getter. And I was like, well, that's a nice comment. That's a nice thing to say. And but the first thing I thought when he said, boy, you keep swimming, you seem like a real go-getter, the first thing I thought is, go get her. And because when I think about that, I think about Brenda, right? And she was my best friend for a long time. And I've said a bunch of times when I'm talking about videos, I said, Jennifer has a great smile, and she does have a great smile. But Brenda has a smile, my best friend. And there's a softness and a kindness to her when she's when she's got that turned on. Boy, I tell you, it's the best thing ever. Kind of makes me, I think there's some kind of something. Her and Belinda Stojonic like almost kind of being the same person, but different people. I don't know how to explain that one. But she's my best friend, and so I'd go get her in a second. I sure would. I ain't got much money. I barely have enough money maybe to get there. And I'd go in a second, but I want to be able to give her some kind of, I made another video, I said stability, but that's not, I don't know if that's the right word or not. And then, I'm thinking, well, maybe the word I'm looking for is security. I want to be able to give her, but maybe that's not the word either. What I want to be able to give her is a sense that she's safe, right? I want to be. That's not the right thing either, right? I don't want to have to. I don't want her to have to. Okay, when I was married to Jennifer, we went through some financial difficulties one time, and Jennifer looked at me, and you have to understand, I was very in love with Jennifer at the time, and she looked at me and she said she was scared. Now I felt like a complete and utter total failure. Somebody was really messing with me because there was another video where something happened where I made the exact same hand movements of the video, and there was an udder in the video. So, and I ain't gay, but at least not. I'm just not. I'm not gay. But and maybe somebody's trying to imply that because I don't go there, because I'd go there if I don't have a job lined up there. I don't know that I'd be able to get a job there. she lives with another guy, um, and I don't have any problem taking her from him. I don't have any problem with that. Um, but I don't want to be in a position where, all I have to, I mean, it almost kind of sounds romantic, right? Well, yeah, I don't have a house or anything. I got lots of love for you, and we can sleep in the car. But it's not quite that romantic. It is and it isn't, and and when I'd get there, I wouldn't have any more money to put more gas in the car or anything like that. I got a credit card coming, but I don't know if that makes it. It's gonna be like, I don't know how long it's gonna take to get here. And that might give me enough breathing room to be able to find some way to make something happen. But I mean, I'd have to, what would really be nice is to is to feel like somebody has some faith in me. Because I don't have any idea. I don't have any idea what to do. You know what I could do? I could use a cigarette right now. That's right up the street. And I won't be stranded. And then I might be able to, because I used to say, hey, I get some of my best, I quit smoking like 2.5 years ago. And I used to say, hey, I get my best thinking. I do my best thinking when I'm having a cigarette. Maybe I'd be able to figure out a good plan. But then I feel like, oh, if I go have a cigarette, then people aren't going to have faith in me because because so many people, well, I don't know. Some people have this negative thing about smoking, but there's nothing wrong with smoking a cigarette. The only reason I quit smoking a cigarette was because I thought it would make Brenda and my kids happy. You know? You know. And, you know, like 2 or 3 different nights, I was drove all the way to the store. I was going to get get some. And I was like, well, now I got here, and now, maybe I don't have to have a cigarette because, I'm driving around. But then, yeah, all the way back to the house, I was like, man, this is stupid. I should, it'd be good for me to sit down, smoke a cigarette, and try to come up with a new plan, because everything that I've tried to as far as like to live some of my dreams, people have either not, people have either gotten in the way because that's the choice that they made. They didn't want me to succeed. They didn't want me to have any happiness. Or they were just uncooperative, I guess, because they just didn't give a damn or something. I don't know. I love that girl so much. I don't want to put her in a position where where she goes, the thought that I had was shivering in the cold, going, Sandy, I thought you said you'd make it happen, but this may be the worst thing that I've ever said in my life. Because it's true, and it's the most untrue thing that I've ever said in my life, and that is that I'd rather her be with Anthony and have a place to live. Well, here's the thing: I'd work any job, and I'd work whatever hours each day that I had to work, and I'd stay working at that job, for as long as I had to work that job until she said, I don't want you to work there anymore, or something, and I'd do whatever I had to do, if I thought that's what she actually wanted. But see, it's easy for me to say to somebody that I love them when I love them, because I love her. It's very easy for me to say that. Now, I love everybody in the world. Some people I don't like, but I love everybody in the world. But when I talk about her, when I say I love her, I'm talking about, Um, I'd like to, you know, they say what girls like is they like a sense of security. And I could give her that holding her in my arms. I could give her that sense of security. But until I have some kind of work lined up, um, you know, this is not a world that says, you know, hey, you can, you know, do the kind of work that you love and enjoy, and everything else will be okay. Because I've tried to do that for, uh, I've tried to do the kind of work that I enjoy during the past 3 years. I've looked for land for an RV resort and campground. I tried to do a limousine business, but the government overregulated me, showed up with a gun, and said that I couldn't do that unless I filled out a whole bunch of papers and give them some more money and stuff. And I just can't do that anymore. And but I'd do that. I would do that. I'd find a way to do that. If Brenda was to say, hey, you know what? If she was to call and say, hey, I love you, you know, just find a way to get here and we'll figure it out, you know. Um, then I'd do that. I would do that in a second. Um, and you know, my son, he's mad at me. My son Preston, you know, he don't like me talking to her. Um, but I've come to find out that I shouldn't care what he thinks, right? If I love a girl, I love her. Yeah, and that's none of his business, you know. I mean, it should be, but you know, no, not yeah. We use that word in business. it's not it's not his concern. I mean, it should be in a way that he should be happy about something like that, but he has his own feelings about his own things, and you know, maybe he was telling the truth, maybe he's not. I kind of, I I've got some pictures of Brenda. When I look at those pictures, I go, the things Preston said can't be true. There were times where I thought that they might, but when I look at those pictures of Brenda, um, I, I I think the things that Preston said can't be true. So maybe I wasn't supposed to say that a second time or something. But I have no idea what to do with my life, and I know what I'm supposed to do, but um, there's not even one person has faith in me. So